Okay, this video is about the working on the pulley system for the belt system. Let me put you up here. It's more stable. So what I have here is I ordered these pulleys from that SPI, SPD, SI, small parts. So this is the pulley that's going to go on the shaft. And this is the pulley that's going to go on the motor. And this is the belt. So the shaft that I have, I put the bearing on it, the bottom end, and what I did was I heated this bearing up in the oven to like 375, 380, and I put this in the freezer, and believe it or not, it just went right on there. And then when it got the temperature, well, it wouldn't go on before because it was an interference fit. So when I heated it up, it fell on. I was real happy about that because I didn't want to have to take a pipe and bang it on there and this and that, and so it's a lot better if it'll go on naturally than trying to beat on it and press on it. But anyway, it's nice and tight, so that's good. So that fits in the bottom of this. So like I said, I'm making the mounting system to mount the motor. And yeah, I had a little error here when I ordered this pulley. I kept thinking 3/4. So this diameter on this bore is 5/8. And I got this motor, and it's a 15 millimeter, which is it's like 590 or something, but it's smaller than this, and I can't really make a bushing for it because it's got a keyway in it. And I thought about all these crazy things I could do to make this work, and it's just easier just to order another pulley. And then I went to order another pulley, and they're out of stock with the 1/2-inch bore. So they don't have a 3/8 bore. So then I went back to thinking what I could do to make this work. And I really didn't want to do a lot of stuff on it because it's $35 for a new one, and it's just cheaper to buy a new one and bore it out and put a keyway in it. Anyway, like I said, they didn't have it, but they do have one that's a single flange instead of a double flange. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to order the single flange, which is similar to this one, instead of the double flange, and that way all I have to do is bore it out and put the key in it, and it's done. Now this one here I ordered, and it had like a 3/8 diameter hole in it, and this is for the shaft. and it requires at least a three quarter hole with a key. So you can obviously see that, you know, there's not much material there, because on this one it looks like they locked it in with this locking tab. But on this one here, there is no locking tab. And what they had was they had a little set screw that went through this hole. And I guess they figured with a 3/8 diameter hole that you put the set screw in there and you won't spin the part. But I needed to drill that out to 3/4 to fit here. So even if I put a keyway in there, I think this is going to spin. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put like a washer here and then put holes through it to this side and then put bolts in here. So I'm actually bolting through the pulley, which is going to hold the center part stationary to the pulley, because I can't just rely on this, because I'm pretty sure it's going to spin, because the only thing holding that in place that I can see is just the interference fit between the aluminum and the plastic, and you know the plastic is gonna give. So if I put a big washer here, and then I'm going to remove this aluminum piece and then have this piece attached to that washer, make it one piece, so it goes in there and has the keyway in there. That way it'll lock it to this pulley and it won't spin. It'll only spin when the pulley spins. It won't spin by itself. But I instead of doing that right now, I just bored this out to fit this shaft so I can put everything together to see what kind of spacing I need for this pulley. If it has to be down here, or it has to be up here, or where exactly the location of it is, you know. Might even go this way. So I knew that, you know, I was going to have to take this out, so I just bored it right now just to kind of get a fit on how these parts are going together. So that's one of the reasons why I had to press this bearing on here, so I could test fit it. But I'll show you the motor I got. Now this motor is actually a sewing machine motor. That's like the new thing that's going on here. It's a servo motor, but it's a sewing machine motor. And it's got the pulley on the front for a V-belt, and I don't want to use that. I want to put this one on there. It's got a key in it already. But yeah, it's pretty good size. It's It comes with a like a controller, a box that controls it. It's a big servo motor. Yeah, this is actually the bracket it comes with, and it's got a switch here. It's a rheostat, and you have a foot pedal that when you press the foot pedal, it makes the sewing machine motor go faster, and then when it releases, it turns off. So when you're using it, you can make it go faster. So a lot of people been doing is they've been taking this switch off. They put a knob. You see these little lathes that have a knob on them. You can control the speed. It's the same thing with this. You could take these wires off, and you could put a little rheostat turn knob in there instead of using this. You really don't want to use this. So you want to put a little rheostat So that's what I'm going to try. It seems to be the new thing, like I said. So we'll give it a shot. Yeah, this is the drill press head. Gonna mount the motor up here. So this is where the shaft is gonna be, and then the motor is on top of there, and it's gonna actually, well, the motor's on top here, but it's the bracketry, and then it's gonna actually be around here somewhere is the actual motor itself. I mean, it's gonna take up a lot of room here, but the pulley is gonna be up here somewhere, and then this one's gonna be back here somewhere, and then the belt is around here somewhere, and I got to get the height on this. Got to get that going. So that's kind of what I'm working on now, is getting this motor system going. Just got to figure it out. Got to have the parts so I can test fit it, and that's what we're working on. Okay, bye.